way. Okay. So weather, we already checked that. Weight and balance, we checked that. Performance required, we checked all that. Aero is airworthiness, operator's handbook, or registration, operating handbook, or operating limitations, weight and balance. We kind of went through a lot of that. A lot of times, if you look over by your left knee, you see like a, it might be in the back. There's a placard in the back that's got all those. I'll show them to you when we land.
Okay.
But you're responsible to make sure your airplane is airworthy. All right. Control lock is off. All right. Battery is on. We already did all this before we did our initial walk around and everything. So we're just checking that we got everything. So the stall indicator test, the lights, we already checked all that. The fuel gauges, the flaps, extend the battery off. We did our walk around.
Hey, Stuart,
yeah.
Quick question for
Yeah.
you. So I grabbed this book by accident because
Yep.
I was looking for the book for the sport. I didn't find it in there.
It's green. It was in there.
Is it in there?
It's it. Yeah, it's baby green. Ask Bryce unless somebody took it. Like I was going to use the Vulcan Air one today, and somebody had taken it, but it was back by the time I got back. So.
Yeah, Jack dropped it off.
Okay, well it's a light green one. It's in there.
Okay, fine.
Passenger brief. So now, in the event of emergency, and you'll be responsible for this when you're the pilot. Like, if your passengers are on board and you have an emergency, they're not going to know what to do. So you got to kind of be very explicit. So hey, your job is to get the plane safely on the ground and come to a complete stop. Once you get the plane on the ground and it's stopped, you're going to shut it off. And so just if you wanted to, you could say, hey, this is the mixture. We're going to bring this full off. The throttle will be in idle. And then once we come on the ground and the engine shuts off, we're going to turn the key off. And then you just run every switch in the down position. And then you have no fuel, no fire. You shouldn't have any fire, or no fuel and no electricity, no fire, right? So when you say the magic word egress, 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 that's their clue. Show them how to get their seatbelt off, how to open the clasp. Show them how to open the door. We go out the door and we egress off this side because we got one door, right? So we're all going to go out this door. We're going to run away from the plane at a 45-degree angle. And you see that airplane that's got the 766 Yankee? Mm-hmm. So we're basically going to run about that distance, but ideally off at a 45-degree angle because fire trucks and that kind of stuff usually come up the nose and up the wing. So that's why we egress on 90s, all right? So that's the magic phrase, egress, egress, egress. Now, Hobbs and tack time, all right, you always want to pay based on what you fly, not what somebody else flies, right? So we're going to do that in two different ways. And one is with this book. All right, so you're going to take this one. There's a pen in there. All right. And you're going to say, basically right here, there's one too. All right, so you're going to say today's date, 1:30. All right, and so on the RPM gauge right there, see that tachometer says 2486.2. So tack, usually it's whatever time it tacked in. It should be the same unless there's been maintenance or run. So 2486.2. All right, and then a lot of times there's a Hobbs meter. And so look right here, 672.9. So write that on there. So you're out at 672.9 right there. We can use this. We're using that one. Yeah. Yep.
And that was 2, 4.
Yep.
6, 2.
All right. Then write Tony there. Write Slim there. Now the way we do it on this one is we're just going to touch it for Tony Fairley. Touch that. Slide it up. We're going to hit dispatch. It's going to turn yellow. See how it turned yellow?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're good to go here. We're good to go there. Just in the back. All right. Grab your checklist. What's next?
We did the Hobbs fuel test.
All right. So the fuel, we're burning out of the right tank, which is good because I'm a little heavier than you are. All right. And then we're also, when we turned the fuel on earlier, here's your fuel values there and there, left tank and right tank. All right. So we're going to check that, but we know we got basically 17 gallons in each tank, 34 total.
We would have. Okay.
Yeah, we checked that already in the pre-flight. It tells you to check for your circuit breakers. They're all in. All right, what else?
Alternate static.
Okay, this one doesn't have one, I don't think.
Okay. ELT armed.
emergency locator transmitter. Some of them have them where you can reach them right here. This one's in the back and it's automatic. All right, so you're good.
Okay. Brakes.
All right, so
Kinda
now at the
test.
bottom of the test, see these horizontal lines? This is your nose-wheel steering. So your heels are going to be on the floor, and just the toes are going to be on those lines.
Okay.
And then later, I'm going to tell you, like, okay, let's tighten the turn. Use your brakes. You'll use your abs, slide your toes up, and then right toe or left toe or both. So those are the brakes, all right, at the top.
You want to hear start?
All right.
We go up to here next.
Yep, keep going.
Okay. So seat track back lock.
All right, so we're locked in.
Okay.
You always kind of want it to be where your leg is like riding a bike. It's not all the way locked out, and it's not all the way close to you. It's kind of somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
All right, so watch him. Tell him to come on. Watch him. Give him a thumbs up if he's clear. All right. It's a little tight.
Okay. Parking brake.
We're just going to hold the brake, so you're going to hold the tops of the pedals.
Okay. Oh. There's
All
more.
right, just a little pressure.
Okay.
There you go. All right, circuit breaker in.
Circuit
Prop is
breaker.
clear. All right, so prop is
is
clear.
clear.
We're going to yell, prop clear.
Prop clear.
All right, that's when you have that window,
Okay.
just like you did.
All right.
Now it says master. See how this says master? So it's battery and alternator.
Okay.
So we turn them both on.
Master on.
Power comes up over there. All right.
Okay. Beacon on.
All right, that's over here. We're going to turn that beacon on.
Okay. Mixture.
All right, this is your
Full
mixture on
rich.
this style. So push this all the way in. There you go.
Okay. Throttle.
Throttle slide, so
Slide.
it's all the way out. So see, it's got just a little bit of like spot on there. So
Yeah.
right about there where you can just barely see it.
Okay. Fuel pump on.
All right, so turn your boost pump on right there. Now when you turn your boost pump on, watch over for fuel pressure.
Fuel pressure
Ooh, see, I guess we don't. Oh, it's blocked. There you go.
is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there. So,
Okay.
yep. So that came up to just over 5. All right, so you good?
Okay. Prime. As required. Do not pump throttle.
All right, so yep. So we're good.
Okay. Starter.
All right,
Okay.
so I'll show you this first one, and then next time you'll do it. So you're gonna put your hand on the throttle. You're gonna put your left hand on the key. We're gonna turn it right, left, both start, and then see this tachometer. We'll try to catch that on 10. All right, so here we go. Oh, and the boost pump goes off once it's kind of primed.